Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Joey the Veiled Cottage Witch, and today we are going to do a Beltane reading. It is May 1st, it is Beltane. We are halfway to summer, which is wonderful. I love this time of year. All of the flowers are blooming. There's so much green in my garden, and green is my favorite color. I am a green witch, an herbalist. So this is just the season for me. I love this time of year. We have a maypole this year, so I'm having the coven over to dance around our first maypole. I'm so excited. So I thought I would do something a little different for this reading. Since it is Beltane, this is all about pleasure and what makes me happy, what makes everyone happy, tapping into that pleasure, tapping into that joy. So I brought out my Green Witches Oracle deck. This deck makes me happy. The images are beautiful. The artwork's amazing. It makes me happy. So I'm hoping it makes you guys happy today as well. I usually do tarot for these readings, but I've decided to do something different, break new ground. So we're going to use an oracle today. So this deck is from Erin Murphy Hiscock, which I love. She did the Green Witch and several other books. My buddy Brad introduced me to her. I had only read one of her books and I wasn't impressed. It was The Witch's Guide to Self-Care. It was an okay book, but it really just didn't vibe with me. So I thought all her books were going to be like that. And then I bought this oracle deck and fell in love. So I'm going to be buying some more of her books. So I did a deck review, so I won't go into too much about the images in this deck, but let me just tell you, this deck is everything to me. So we're going to do a Beltane spread with 4 cards. The first one is how to celebrate love and life. So where to find that pleasure. The second one is what to conceive, what to create. Then we'll be looking at how to unite all parts of yourself. And then we'll look at how to unite with the divine. So the crystal for this reading is green calcite. Look at this. I love calcite. I love to hold it and feel like the shiny, smooth parts and then the rough, matte parts. Oh my gosh, I am such a texture girl. So that crystal will lead the charge for us today. So let's shuffle one more time. And as a rule of my own, I generally do not read reversals in Oracle. So if you see me turning it around, it's because I generally just don't read reversals. I save that for my tarot decks. Okay. Let's do the dang thing. So leave me a comment down below what you guys are doing for Beltane. Do you have a maypole? Are you going to have a private solitary ritual? Let me know what you're going to do. Okay. That one. Well, I didn't have to turn any right side up. They're all there for us. Okay. So the first one is how to celebrate love and life. And it's called Leaves. Look at the Monstera plant. Love this dragonfly. So Leaves, renewal, revival, and progress. Celebrate what you've done so far. Celebrate your victories. Celebrate the fact that you've overcome all of these challenges so far in this year. It has been rough for a lot of people. It has been lots of trials, challenges, tribulations, and strife so far this year. But you've made it. I love the expression, but did you die? No, you are here. Celebrate that. You have made it through. You know, that is something. You may be beaten up and dragged through the mud and dirt and asphalt, but damn it, you are still here. You are alive, you are thriving, you are breathing, you have a roof over your head and a bed. Be grateful that you have made it through. Celebrate that. You are still going to persevere. So that is how you celebrate, by the progress that you've made. Because once the leaves start showing, the flower is right after. So we're going to get to the good stuff. So celebrate that and be grateful for it. Hallelujah. All right, what to conceive? We have the hedge. Look at the scales right here. Ah, that is so beautiful. This is a beautiful card. This is potential, boundaries, and indecision. So what to conceive? You know, you need to start tapping into your potential. And you can't do that until you put up some really strong boundaries. Part of the reason why we've been going through all of these challenges is because we haven't created strong enough boundaries. You know, we don't have to put other people's food on our plate. We have to do what's fair for us. That's what those scales represent. Fairness, right? And balance. We have to take care of ourselves before we can take care of other people. And that means setting up boundaries. Boundaries are not walls. Boundaries are protection, protecting ourselves. That is what we need to conceive. Better boundaries. Because boundaries let others know our value. If we don't set those boundaries, people do not know our value. So we really need to teach others our value by setting those boundaries. It will help us make better decisions once we have those boundaries up. They're not rude. And if people think that they are rude, maybe they need their own boundaries. So, something to consider. I think that's really wise advice for what to conceive this year. We've got to have that balance. Oxygen mask on you, then your child. Very important. All right. How to unite all parts of yourself? We have summer, expansion and growth. Well, we unite all parts of ourselves once we realize that we are everything. We are all one. We are one with the universe. The way we treat the life around us, the way we treat nature, the way we treat others, is a reflection on how we treat ourselves. So how we can unite all parts of ourselves is to realize how we treat the world is how we treat ourselves. So if we tell others, you need stronger boundaries, we have to take that advice ourselves, right? We need to expand on the advice we give others and reflect it back to ourselves. Otherwise, we're hypocrites, right? So summer is a time where everybody's outside. You're smelling the freshly mowed grass. You're smelling the flowers. It is so easy to feel a part of the universe when we get outside. So now's the time to get outside and be one with nature, be one with the universe. Because once you realize that you're no different than the bee, no different than the mountains and the sunflowers, and the air and the earth and the fire and the water, once you realize that, there's no distinction. So you will treat others, you will treat the air and the flowers and the earth and the bees and the butterflies as if you're treating yourself the same way. So as above, so below. We have to treat nature and others, because we're all one, the way we treat ourselves. So we have to show that loving kindness outward and inward. I love that bee, by the way. He's so cute. All right, and lastly, how to unite with the divine. And we have bird. We've got all these pretty birds. This, I think, is a blue jay. I'm not really sure what this guy is, but that's a vulture. My friend Allie shows me all her vultures that flock around her. I think they're called a committee. I think that's what we found. But we unite with the divine by tapping into opportunities that come our way, that is sent to spirit, from spirit to us. That's how we enjoy that freedom. Because if you know that you are one with the divine is within you, not without you, then you celebrate that freedom. Then you know that there's no distinction between you and the divine. They are a part of us. I have a lot of students that are afraid to work with deity, and I'm like, they're a part of you. Why would you be afraid of that part of yourself? There's dark deities and there's light deities, because there's darkness and light inside of you. Seeing symbols being thrown at you like animals that you see all the time. Social media doesn't count because that's just the algorithm. Get that out of your head. But going out in nature and seeing animals, that's a message. Seeing, certain patterns in nature, things showing up repeatedly, those are messages from the divine. And once we start to really take those hints and take those nudges, we're not missing any opportunities that way. We read the signs, it marks our way. So that's how we become one and unite with the divine, by listening to those signs and signals and knowing that The divine is within you because you are the divine. So why wouldn't you listen and open to all those opportunities? It's there. We just have to listen. So, to recap, how to celebrate love and life: celebrate yourself, your victories. Be grateful that you've made it so far, and that because you have, you're celebrating those victories. That is giving you the momentum to keep going. And then what to conceive: boundaries and balance. Once you have those, you're going to make better decisions and have more potential to achieve your goals. How to unite all parts of yourself: realize that you are the universe, and that will help you expand and grow, because nothing is bigger than the universe. And finally, how to unite with the divine: don't miss those signs. Don't miss those opportunities. That's how you have freedom, is through uniting with the divine inside of you and listening to those signals and signs all around you. So I hope that you enjoyed this energy reading for the collective. If it resonated with you, please leave me a green heart down in the comments. Just a little green heart. That lets me know that it resonated with you and that you watched all the way through. So please go to my website at theveiledcottagewitch.com. You can shop my herbal shop, where I have all of my magical and medicinal products. Please enter the code word, all caps, veiled, at checkout to get free shipping. It saves you a ton of money, and it's a huge discount that I just give my YouTube channel followers. So tap into that. If you want to financially support this channel, you can buy me a coffee. You can put in any increments you want. There are larger ones, but you can put in whatever amount you want. I really appreciate that. That helps me keep this channel going. But you can also just give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more content. You can also book an energy session. And you can also book a tarot reading through my tarot reader, Bobby Fierro, over at Wild Raven Tarot. I'll also post a link to his channel down below. Other than that, live your best life and live for yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.